Hey guys, hey Sadie, hey Jose. Okay, this lesson, it kind of makes me laugh because obviously it's like so old. First of all, if you see the phones that they're using in the picture. Secondly, the way that they're talking about phones. But it is important because here, yeah, it's pretty understandable. Okay, you either buy saldo or you're gonna go to Claro or Tigo and you're gonna sign up for a monthly plan. But those monthly plans can be very confusing, okay? If you go to the United States, those monthly plans are even more confusing. So basically, this lesson today is like how to do a rompecabezas or puzzle, okay? How to do a puzzle when you go to get a monthly cell phone plan, okay? Which is why a lot of times I asked Haley and Karina the other day, I just said, is it worth getting a monthly plan for how I use my phone? They said no. Okay, good. And I keep moving on with my life because monthly plans can be really confusing. But you might find someone that, is a friend of yours that has a monthly plan and they say, yeah, for what you use your phone for, you definitely want the monthly plan. Okay, that's great, but then you have to go through like the kind of fun game of trying to figure out what you're paying for, how much you're paying for, when the prices are gonna go up, if you do something outside of your plan, how much they're gonna cobrar you for, and everything like that, okay? So this is just preparation for that dolor de cabeza you might get when you are in charge of paying for your phone and you're not just using it for, receiving your homework and texting your friends at night, right? So here we go, let's look at it. It says, honestly, we're not gonna even read the paragraph because everything there is like old and outdated. So I just want you to see the blue box, okay? Because what happens is, for a long time, and it's not really like this anymore for long distance, but for a long time, if you called outside of your area of where you live, then they were going to charge you more for calling what was called long distance, okay? Not so much anymore, but they do still charge you for certain things. And like you still can't call country to country, outside the country, through a normal telephone or a normal cell phone without being charged more. Like if I call my parents, it's not too expensive, but if they call me, it could be a lot of money really, really quickly if they use their phone at the house. If they use their cell phone, it's not as much. And if now we just do it over Messenger or just do it over WhatsApp, and then it's nothing because you're just using internet, okay? But it didn't always used to be like that, okay? And sometimes you're gonna find yourself in a place that may not have internet, okay? Or not good enough internet to call over the internet line. You're gonna have to call over your normal cell phone line, and you're gonna end up having to pay, okay? So look, let's just look at the long distance telephone rates for one company. I wanna go through it and make sure you understand. So look right here where it says rates, weekday rate, okay? So it says whatever they give you on the weekday rate. So let's say that they say it's 3 cents a minute, okay? That could be a rate, 3 cents a minute. It says the cost is gonna be the full rate, so you get no discount during the weekday, okay? So like it's gonna show you at what time you're calling, how much it's gonna cost, okay? So let's just say that the full cost of this cell phone company is 3 cents a minute. Okay, so if you call during the weekday, you're getting the full rate. What is the weekday? It says right here. That's Monday through Friday and Sunday, but at these times, okay? And then it shows you the times right here. Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, and Sundays from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Those times of the day, on those days, you're gonna be paying 3 cents a minute, okay? Evening rate, okay? Look over an evening rate. That's all the weekdays, Monday through Friday, 5 to 11. You're gonna be paying the cost of 35% less. So you're gonna have a 35% discount on this, okay? If you went to go do a 35% discount, that would be 3 cents, so that'd be 0.03. And I would multiply that by 65 because that's 100 minus 35. Okay, you could do it either way, but I'm gonna multiply that by 0.65. Okay, that means you're gonna be paying only 0.0195 cents a minute during the weekday in the evening, okay? What is that? That's 5 to 11 p.m., Monday through Friday. What is the night rate? Okay, the night rate is every day, doesn't matter, Monday through Sunday, okay, Sunday through Monday. 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. You get a bigger discount. You get 60% less than the weekday rate, okay? So you would do 100 minus 60 is 40, so you multiply that 3 cents times 40, okay? To get your night rate, okay? And then your weekend rate. Your weekend rate is also 60% less than your weekday rate, but that's Saturday and Sunday. Saturday from 8 to 11 and Sunday from 8 to 5, okay? It says the note, telephone calls made on certain holidays, so they give you a discount on the holidays. New Year's Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day are charged the evening rate, okay? Unless the night rate or the weekend rate applies. So that's how you would figure out that puzzle to see how much you're paying when you call people. So look at model problem number 1. It says Bill Jackson must pay $18.40 for local service. Okay, so that's calling locally, that's in your town. If he makes any long distance calls, he receives a list of the calls and charges that were added to his bill. We used to get those, oh my goodness, we used to get in big trouble because like if we called a friend, sometimes like friends from school would be outside of the service area. So even though they were like right down the street or in the next town, they would be considered long distance. And if we talked to them even for like 10 minutes, the rates would go whoop, up. So my mom would get the bill and she would just read like, who called somebody in this town? Who called somebody in this town? And we get in trouble for if we spent a lot of money. But anyway, so it says, he must also pay a 5% sales tax. Always be careful on the sales tax on his total phone bill. In November, the charge for long distance calls was $37.96. So what was his total phone bill? Okay, so what are you gonna do? You have the local, you have the long distance, you add these together. $56.36. And then you're gonna multiply it by your 5% sales tax. It doesn't ask you how much in taxes, you guys, so they're just asking you for your total. So remember, you can just increase it by 5%. You can do it like the book does, take 5% of $56, then add that afterward. But remember, you're just increasing it by 5%. So you already learned that with Saxon, that you can just multiply it by 1.05, and you're already gonna get your answer of $59.18. Okay? Look what it says on model problem number 2. The cost to make a 10-minute long-distance telephone call from city A to city B is $5.80. Okay, the cost to make a 10-minute long-distance telephone call from city A to city B is $5.80 when the weekend rate applies. What is the cost of the call when the evening rate applies? Okay, the weekday rate is full cost. So the evening rate, remember, go over to the table, is gonna be 35% less. So you're gonna either multiply this by 35% and then subtract, or you can just multiply it by 65% because 100 minus 35% is 65%. And you're still gonna get the same answer, which is $3.77. Okay? B says, what is the cost of the call when the night rate applies? So same thing, you're gonna take $5.80. The night rate is 60% discount, so I'm gonna just multiply it by 40% because 100 minus 60 is 40%. And you're gonna get $2.30, $5.80. I put it in my calculator wrong. Okay, $2.32. Okay, so let's just take a quick check at this lesson to see if there's anything else that maybe I should give you the answer to. Number 1, I'll give it to you, is $56.92. Okay, number 5 is $4.68. Number 9 is $1.04. And anything else, just let me know if you need any help, okay? Have a great day, you guys.